Winter survival demands adaptability. When a temporary snow shelter has served its purpose, the next step is securing a long-term, semi-permanent refuge. To withstand freezing temperatures, we look to the earth itself for insulation. Location is everything. Choosing a sloped hillside minimizes the labor of digging while providing a natural thermal mass against biting winds. Using a pickaxe and shovel, a deep trench is carved into the compacted clay. This subterranean footprint will form the living quarters, naturally maintaining a more stable temperature than the open air. With the trench cleared, the structural skeleton begins. Local timber is gathered and laid across the earth walls to form a sturdy A-frame roof structure. Using natural cordage, the joints are securely lashed. This ancient building technique relies on friction and tension, ensuring the roof can bear a heavy load without modern fasteners. For insulation and waterproofing, a layer of tightly packed reed bundles is laid over the timber frame. But the real defense against the elements is the earth mortar. By mixing the local clay-rich soil with moisture reclaimed from melted snow, a thick plaster is formed. This mud layer seals every gap, creating an airtight, insulating barrier that blends naturally into the surrounding landscape. A primitive shelter is incomplete without a reliable heat source. A small hearth and exhaust chimney are carved directly into the rear clay wall. Once the fire is lit, the interior plaster begins to dry and harden, while the surrounding earth absorbs the warmth and gradually radiates it back into the shelter. Timber slats are laid down to lift the bedding off the cold ground. As a simple meal warms over the glowing embers, the transformation is complete. Out of raw earth, frozen water, and fallen timber, a resilient underground sanctuary stands ready to withstand the harshness of winter. A true wilderness shelter needs more than sturdy walls. It demands effective climate control. To reduce condensation and retain rising heat, a radiant foil barrier is carefully installed across the underground ceiling. Resourcefulness is at the heart of survival. An abandoned metal cabinet long forgotten in the wilderness is given a new purpose. After removing its internal insulation, the steel frame is reshaped into a durable entrance that will serve as the bunker's weather-resistant doorway. If you're enjoying this video, subscribe, like, and share to support. The entrance is carefully carved to match the frame's dimensions. Once fitted into place, stones and compacted clay secure the base, creating a solid barrier that keeps snow, wind, and freezing air outside. To further improve insulation, the remaining clay walls are lined with reflective foil. The once cold earthen chamber is transformed into a highly efficient survival shelter. A thick sleeping mat and insulated gear complete the living space, making it comfortable enough for extended stays. No outpost is complete without practical furnishings. A naturally forked log becomes the base for a sturdy table, while a thick section of timber is split into smooth working surfaces. Positioned beside the hearth, it serves as both a cooking station and a convenient workspace. As evening settles in, the shelter proves its worth. A cold morning settles over the wilderness as the outpost comes to life. Beef patties are shaped into bowls, filled with fresh eggs, seasoned, topped with cheese, and cooked slowly over the glowing coals. Paired with a refreshing drink, the hearty meal marks the completion of a warm, self-sufficient underground refuge. Stepping into the fresh snow, it's time to inspect the trail cameras placed around the surrounding forest. Their recordings reveal the hidden world of local wildlife, capturing a curious fox moving across the snowy landscape and a group of wild boars quietly foraging under the cover of darkness. Reliable fire is essential in winter. If you're enjoying this video, subscribe, like, and share to support. To ensure dependable ignition in wet conditions, ordinary wooden matches are bundled together with natural twine before being dipped into melted wax. The waterproof coating protects them from moisture, creating durable fire starters capable of working even in harsh weather. Back inside the shelter, breakfast becomes another survival skill. Fresh bread is sliced and layered with bacon, generous portions of creamy brie cheese, and ripe tomatoes before being wrapped tightly in foil, ready for the fire. Placed over glowing embers inside the clay hearth, the sandwich slowly toasts as the cheese melts through every layer. Unwrapped while still steaming and enjoyed alongside a warm drink, it becomes a fitting reward after another successful day of wilderness living. With shelter complete, reliable fire secured, and food prepared from simple resources, the underground outpost stands as a testament to practical survival and self-reliance.